Good afternoon, everybody. This is Plural Clarity. I just want to give you a couple minutes, take a couple minutes so I can give you my little take on and review of the movie Ender's Game that I recently saw. Basically, it was starring Harrison Ford as well as Viola Davis, in addition to some other folks who ended up actually having larger roles in the movie. Basically, this was one of those alien invasion of Earth type movies, except that the invasion happens before the film actually takes place, or so we think. So this alien race from another planet, distant planet, who basically resembles giant ants. Um, it turns out that they're overpopulating their world and they're in need of a source of water. So they end up coming to Earth, and that's when the battle ensued. And there's the acting throughout the movie I thought was typical for these types of movies. Some of it was pretty good. Some of the antagonistic uh, parts in the movie I thought those were pretty good. And there was actually there were actually two fairly large twists in the movie. That one was right at the end, and one kind of led up to the end. And I thought those were some pretty good twists. I definitely did not see either of them coming. And, I go to the movies all the time and say, oh, I knew that was going to happen. This is predictable, blah, 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 blah. So it was interesting seeing it from the perspective that we saw it from. And like I said, seeing some of the twists that happened, and some of the other, the special effects were pretty good. There were a lot of good effects throughout the movie. I thought it was worth going to see if you're into that kind of movie. Some people might want to end up waiting till it comes out on video, whatever. But I happen to enjoy the film. So, anyways, the brief synopsis. There's been an alien invasion, and we almost lost. And if not for the courage of the best pilot or soldier or whatever you want to call them, doing something that changed the tide of the war. But even though they won that round, there was always the threat, and I'm using quotation marks for all this, the threat of another attack. So that's what they end up having to prepare for, and they end up recruiting this young boy. Ender is his name, and he goes through all the this is the chosen one type thing, and to the point where they end up testing him in simulations, and those simulations are supposed to lead up to him actually leading the squad into battle. So that's when all the twists happen. So I'm not going to give all of that away, but like I said, I thought the twists were pretty interesting. I did think the very end of it was a little corny, but it did kind of leave room for a sequel if they want to go in that direction. So anyways, that was my little short synopsis. This is Plural Clarity. And always remember, if you didn't hear it from me, that means I probably didn't tell you.